Most people want to be rich, but very few want to become the kind of person who deserves wealth. They want the outcome, but not the evolution. They crave the reward, but reject the responsibility. But millionaire thinking demands more than hustle. It demands transformation, because wealth doesn't just flow to effort, it flows to identity. The internal identity of someone who expects results, not because of arrogance, but because they've built the habits, the beliefs, and the inner architecture that attracts success like a magnet. Think of Andrew Carnegie. Born in a one-room house in Scotland, immigrated to America with nothing but hunger. Not physical hunger, spiritual hunger, hunger for knowledge, hunger for improvement, hunger to become. He didn't just make millions, he became the kind of man who could create value at scale, who could inspire others, who could think decades into the future when others could barely think past Friday. That kind of clarity only comes from doing the hard internal work, sitting with yourself, questioning your patterns, observing your thoughts like a general scans the battlefield. What are you feeding your mind? Are your thoughts planting seeds of power or weeds of limitation? Because the truth is, your mind is always listening. Every excuse you speak, every fear you validate, every delay you justify, your subconscious is recording it. It doesn't judge you, it just follows instructions. If you keep telling it you're not ready, not worthy, not capable, it will oblige. But when you feed it vision, when you speak in the language of strength, of inevitability, of purpose, it sharpens, it aligns, and soon your actions start echoing your new identity. That's when you stop chasing success and start attracting it. Vision is the seed, discipline is the water, and belief is the sun. You've got to believe when there's no evidence yet. You've got to trust yourself when the world hasn't clapped for you, when there's no paycheck, no validation, no guarantee, because millionaires don't think in comfort. They think in certainty, not certainty of circumstance, but certainty of self. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." And that wasn't poetry. That was engineering. The mind builds the blueprint long before the world lays the bricks. And belief, real belief, isn't just positive thinking. It's relentless conviction. It's the inner steel that lets you walk through fire without flinching. Not because you don't feel the heat, but because your mission is hotter. You must decide right now to reject the scarcity virus infecting the world, the mindset that says there's not enough time, not enough opportunity, not enough to go around. That thinking is the lock on your prison cell, and your new thoughts are the key. Abundance isn't a number, it's a frequency. It's a way of moving, of giving, of creating. It's believing that wealth flows through you, not just to you, that your purpose is to build, to elevate, to lift. And when you think like that, money becomes a consequence, not a goal. And purpose? Purpose is the battery that keeps the system running when everything else fails. When you don't feel like working, when the results aren't showing up yet, when your bank account is quiet, but your soul is loud, that's when purpose saves you. Because when your mission is bigger than your mood, you become untouchable. So think like a millionaire before you're one. Think with clarity, move with discipline, build with faith, speak with intention, act with conviction, and most of all, believe in the version of you that's already rich in mindset, long before the money shows up. Because once your mind becomes wealthy, the world has no choice but to catch up.